Rich and Chip manage a hotel in Torquay. It's been a long, hard day. They've been at work for 10 minutes already, and there seems to be no news whatsoever about cows falling off bridges in Devon. They're bored and in need of some inspiration. Maybe some office games would help to pass the time. All of a sudden, Rich is inspired. He logs on to H2G2, and as usual, finds the very thing, some games to play in the office. The lads can have their own Office Olympics. Tremendously excited, they begin preparations for the great event. Shooting hoops is the first game, and requires no more equipment than a waste paper basket placed in the corner of the room, and some paper to tear up and scrunch into balls. Make sure you use recycled paper, of course. A variant on the game of basketball, the object is quite simply to get as many pieces of paper into the bin as possible. Whoever gets the most into the bin is declared the winner, and the shooting hoops champion. Thanks to modern technology and the high-tech use of the bin cam, we're able to see these masters of their art in action at first hand. It doesn't always go according to plan, but then this is a highly technical sport and definitely not just two men messing about in an office. Let's admire their technique just for a moment. Delightful. Chip has a narrow lead going into the second round, Beverage Armageddon. All you need for Beverage Armageddon is two cups placed 10 feet apart on a desk, and a table tennis ball. The object is to bounce the ball once on the desk before landing it in your opponent's cup. In the spirit of fair play, the rules state that your cup must be at least half an inch wider than the ball. There are numerous ways of scoring in Beverage Armageddon. The ball doesn't necessarily have to land inside the cup for you to score points, and there's a mega ball rule as well. Please see the associated H2G2 entry for more details. The winner of the game is the first person to score 21 points, or the last one to be sacked. Beverage Armageddon is good fun, but to become really good takes skill and practice. The lads here need a little bit more of that. There's always one who's too smug for his own good though. Here comes Mike. It's time for a game of Ring Ring. If there's someone at work who's always too good at these office games, this is a good way to get them back. Mike is a barman at the hotel, where there's an internal phone system and CCTV. This makes him a perfect target for this slightly childish game. It's basically a simple wind-up. Mike's busy in the bar, so Rich decides to give him a bell. He dials Mike's extension. Mike's busy in the bar. The phone rings, he picks it up, and there's nobody there. You can see Mike's reaction on the CCTV. He's mystified. Now you can repeat this trick as many times as you'd like, until the other person at the other end of the phone gets absolutely sick to death of it. Mike still isn't sure what the problem with the phone system is. He keeps picking the phone up and Rich keeps hanging up. And Rich, of course, is delighted with the result. You can play Ring Ring all day if you want, but bear in mind that eventually your victim will work out what's going on, and they may not be too happy at being the subject of this prank call. Back to the Office Olympics now, and it's time for a game of Mega Kazamming Ucka Ucka Pow Boom Arg Cons, also known as that game that's a bit like Shove Halfpenny. You need 2 coins of identical size for this game, preferably 2 of your own, and something to use as a target, in this case a bottle of Tippex placed upon the table. Players take it in turns to fire their coins across the desk, the closest to the Tippex being the winner. You might need something to measure the distance between just in case of any dispute. As the coins slide around, this competition is getting closer and closer. It's going right to the wire. Chip wins the final game, so let's see what the overall scores are. Our 2 participants have done themselves proud, but who'll be the winner in the final shake-up? Let's go over to the scoreboard now for the final results. Well, it's been close, but even our poor mathematics shows that we have a clear winner. With 14 points, it's Chip. He receives his award at a hastily organised ceremony, and yes, the champagne will flow tonight. Well done, Chip. He enjoys his moment of glory. And more to the point, the whole of the working day has now been used up, and it's time for the lads to go home. Well done, fellas, what a great day at work. As the lads go home, they're grateful that they checked H2G2 today. And we think you should too. There are thousands more fantastic entries there, so why not go to www.pbc.co.uk/H2G2. Good night.